Right now on BBC Radio Leeds, AM, FM, digital and streaming live on YouTube. It's over to Alan Raw at Wakefield's Long Division Festival for a very special evening of live, unsigned music.
Introducing unsigned, undiscovered and under the radar music. Introducing
West Yorkshire,
Alan Raw.
BBC Radio Leeds.
You're listening to BBC Introducing West Yorkshire. We are live here from the Long Division Festival, and this is a bit of an experiment tonight because not only are we live here on BBC Radio Leeds, but we're also streaming live to the planet via a link which you can find on our Facebook page. All you've got to do is go to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire on Facebook and click on the link, and you'll be able to watch it all for the next 2 hours. And in that next 2 hours, we're going to be grabbing guests from the festival, dragging them in here to play live for us, and we're going to be showing you just a few things that we filmed earlier as well. And if all that works, it'll be amazing and wonderful, and then we'll do it again lots. So please support by tweeting your friends, telling everybody that this is happening right now, live from the Long Division Festival. We're in Wakefield. This is brilliant. Now, we are going to be seeing a track from Cry Baby Cry, which was filmed earlier, and we should be doing a lot of this if it works out. Cry Baby Cry, let's give it a try. There you go, that was Cry Baby Cry that was recorded earlier. Cry Baby Cry, brilliant band who were playing at the Long Division Festival, which happens to be where we are.
introducing
West Yorkshire.
BBC Radio Leeds.
So if you're listening to us on the radio, it is pretty much the usual show that you should expect every week. BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, playing you 2 hours of the best new music, all made by artists from this region. And that is how it's going to be, except for maybe one or two little extras which we'll put in to do with the festival. But that's because the festival's based in Wakefield, right here in West Yorkshire, which is where we are. And most of the artists who we're going to be featuring tonight are ones we would feature on BBC Introducing anyway, because they're introducing artists who are playing at this festival. And all of this has been pulled together by a huge team team of people led by one extraordinary man. You may remember he came on the show and told us how perfect this festival was going to be only a few weeks ago. Let's see if that's actually the case. Dean.
Hello, you're right.
How's the Long Division Festival going?
Perfect, absolutely perfect, yeah. It's been great, actually. I've had a great time so far. Oh, God, dare I say it, surprisingly faultless so far. But no, it's been wonderful. We had British Sea Power last night, which was amazing. You know, they have all the trees on the stage. Well, I didn't realise they actually took some of our staff out to the park to collect the trees. So it's locally sourced trees for the stage, which was pretty cool. The bear was in the audience, which was fun. And then today, it's just been the atmosphere's been awesome. The rain was meant to be awful. It held off. It's never rained at Long Division, still hasn't, which is great. And people have been having a really good time.
Well, you invited us here for the first time last year, not as punters trying to get in and trying to get you to let us in cheaply, but you actually let us come in and broadcast the show live from here last year, which we very much enjoyed.
Yep.
And if you give us an inch, we'll take a mile. Here we are again. And we brought a cast of thousands and cameras and lights and everything.
It's quite daunting looking around this room, isn't it?
Yeah, they're ugly looking.
But no, it's great to have you guys down. And like I said on the show, what you try and do with the new music is what we've always tried to do as well. And leading up to the festival, it's kind of scary. You don't know if it's going to work. It's quite a journey. But when I get here and I just see people loving it, it's it's great and it's worth it. It's really good.
One of the unusual features of the festival, which I don't notice at others quite so much, is when you're going up and down the stairs and around the building, you're just passing people all the time. So you've got this flow thing going on. If you want to go up, you have to go that side, and down, you have to go that side. And everyone's just passing along the way, and there's this constant sort of stream of handshakes, high fives, and I'll see you in a bit going on as people pass.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful atmosphere, but everyone sort of sees each other as well on the way.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think that sums it up really well, actually. It's not that everyone knows each other, but you're kind of there with a kind of common purpose. And I guess maybe because it's a little bit smaller than other city centre festivals, you kind of keep that homeliness to it, which I like, definitely.
Now, one of the things that has given it that kind of homely feel and that kind of ownership over it is the venue that you're using as well. An incredible venue, but with an incredible story attached to it. Tell me, just give us a bit of background on that and why you chose it and what it's about.
Well, the venue we're in is called Unity Works. It's a Victorian building, goes back years. It was a big venue in the late 70s, early 80s, big punk venue, but then was derelict largely for 30 years, most of it. It was brought back to life by a cooperative, so local Wakefield people and further afield invested their own money. That kick-started a scheme to raise £4 million to get refurbished, and it opened last September. So last Long Division was the first thing to happen here. We moved it to September last year, and so this is the second Long Division here. It's great because it's a community building, and this is the kind of thing that it was built for, I think. And it works really well in here because we've got all these different spaces that people can use. We've got a space for a studio, TV and radio studio, which is pretty cool.
Tell us about the drumsticks. What's that about?
The drumsticks, yeah. So downstairs, there's a big wall display of drumsticks. It doesn't really look like drumsticks at first. It looks like a massive piece of art, and you get closer, little drumsticks. Each one's got the name of an investor on. We've got over 400 now. We're still welcoming people to get involved. And it's kind of cool because the fact I work here now, I didn't in the beginning, it's nice to think that I'm working for the people rather than the man, I suppose. I don't know. But, there's a good reason behind what you do, and it makes your job better, I think.
Yeah. Now, you've got a great festival going on. It's been going on for some time already, but it carries on tomorrow.
Yes.
I just thought it'd be a good opportunity for you to just tell people who are listening now, haven't been today, what is going on tomorrow. Now, I know one very interesting thing is the Ainsley Band recording live, and we're going to hear them later. But tell us all about it.
Well, they'll be the best advert for it, I guess. But, tomorrow's my favourite part of the festival. We've done it the last 2 years. This is the third time. We do a live album recording. So we get Greenmount Studios from Armley over. We set up in the round. There's a reel-to-reel tape machine. The audience get wireless headsets and they hear the album being mixed live, and they get the download at the end, and it's just the most intimate kind of gig experience. There's about 40 places left if people want to go online tonight, but I think they'll be gone by the end of the night, so get on it.
Okay. What's the website?
Go to longdivisionfestival.co.uk and they'll find it all on there.
Now, one of the very fine artists that you chose, because you do choose very well, especially because you choose loads of artists that we play on Introducing, so thanks for that. You chose Sirius Sam Barrett, and Sirius Sam Barrett played earlier today. For those people who missed him, here's another opportunity. He played at the Hop, and he is just over there. He's going to play 2 songs live for us right now.
Raced 5 miles from where I wrote this song. This old town was different then, and now his friends are gone. He moved leather to where the family's bred and shot. Rabbit son down the road to see that they be fed. He carried a rifle in the back of his car, and he didn't care much for the law. And he went for the union till he couldn't work no more. He was the best man I never saw. Heard so many stories about things he'd done, like pulling cars out of the snow and carrying around his gun. He shot a fish out of the river and made his brother remind me. He was driving a caravan and he spent all the money he had, and he carried a rifle in the back of his car. And he didn't care much for the law. And he went for the union till he couldn't work no more. He was the best man I never saw. Listening to the radio, he loved the Rolling Stones away. Grandma told me about him, it chilled me to the bones. He was born a fighter and a dreamer till he died. And he stood up for the working man, his family by his side. And he carried a rifle in the back of his car, and he didn't care much for the law. And he went for the union till he couldn't work no more. He was the best man I never saw. Well, that was called Alf's Song, and that was a song I wrote about my granddad. It's on my second record. And I'm going to do a brand new one now, which I've not really played much before, and it's called Sailor's Song. Well, if I was a sailor, well, I'd sail the ocean round, and I wouldn't tire of sailing till my true love I found. And if I was a tailor of distinction and fame, well, I'd sew on the finest linen every letter of your name. And if I was a train driver, well, I'd drive the whole night through, and I wouldn't tire of driving till I pulled up next to you. But you know that I'm a singer, and I play this old guitar, and I wrote this little song for you, just to say how beautiful you are. And I would sail and sow and drive just to keep our love alive. And I would do this and so much more just to pull up to your door.
Serious Sam Barrett, who played the hop earlier today here at Long Division Festival. You're listening to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire. Serious Sam, come over here and take a seat. We'll just drag him across here. Now, if you're just listening to this, you could also be watching it. If you go on our Facebook page, BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, and click on the link there, you can watch this as well. They're all looking at you, Sam. That was good.
Cheers.
Excellent session. Now, you're no stranger to our show. We've had you in session a number of times before. Lullaby Leeds, one of my favourite ones.
Nice.
I hoped you were going to do it today, but it's one of your oldies, isn't it?
It is. It's from my first album, that. So I did it earlier. But it's never far from my set list.
Now, Wakefield, this particular festival, how does it feel to you?
I love Wakefield. I say to everyone, like, it's a town of proper music fans. The people that come and see me play here are like the proper record collectors. They're not like cool guys, you know, who have the right haircuts and the right jacket and stuff.
Oh, we've got Dean.
You know what I mean, though? They're into music for the right reasons in Wakefield, I always find. And they're like a loyal audience. Like, there's people that have been coming to see me in Wakey for 10 years. The same people. That doesn't happen in every town, so I love this place, and the festival reflects that kind of attitude to music, so I'm all for it. So thanks for doing it all for us, man. Couldn't do it without people like you.
So, about yourself, because we're introducing show, how's things going for you at the minute? Are you moving towards something still, or have you found your place you want to be? Where are you at?
I'm always working on new material. I'm always writing, and I'm always recording, so I'm working on a new record, but it won't be out for a long time. I like to take my time over them nowadays. I used to be quite impatient when I was younger, but now I try and be a bit more careful. I'm touring quite a lot. I just came off a big US tour in March and April, so I intend to tour the US probably February, and I've got a big tour coming up in England in September with my friends from Alabama, the Pine Hill Haints. So it's just business as usual, Alan, you know.
Absolutely.
It never stops, you know.
So what's the state's making of West Yorkshire music?
Well, I get away with it, you know.
I'm sure you more than get away with it. That 12-string guitar sounds like a band on its own. You've got a great sound.
I love it. I mean, I would never play another guitar.
Now, we've got an ambulance go past outside. It's very much live here. We are at Long Division. A little bit noisy in the background, but that's okay. I just wanted to get you to tell people, what's your website, how do they follow you from this point on, and then we'll let them.
SeriousSamBarrett.bandcamp.com. That's the best way of listening to all my stuff and getting hold of it and buying it. But I've also got SoundCloud, which you can Google. And I'm on all the normal social media outlets, so...
Well, there you go. That's Serious Sam Barrett, and you have his permission to follow him, and you'll see him gigging around the place. Another band who played earlier, and we managed to film them, is Maggie 8.
Another time, I'll agree. So much to say now, so much to be. Give me another chance, my sweet. I don't belong here, I don't believe. Maybe another time I'd agree. Escaping all the time. Give me another chance, my sweet. I don't belong here, I don't believe. And time will follow you this time. I'll follow you follow you this time. Mago mi chum, kis ki bish mein. Mago mi chum, kis ke bish mein. Pigin aate, aanke barse. Pigin aate, aanke barse. Aanke barse.
Well, that was Maggie 8, recorded on BBC Music Day, when we did another experiment of filming and streaming BBC Introducing. And they're here with me now. You've been playing earlier today. How was it?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Great.
Tricky start, but it was all right.
Get a little
Yeah.
closer to this mic. Just huddle around here so we can hear you okay, because you're going out live on the radio now as well.
Yeah, I think we have a few mic issues, but technical issues, but it kind of resolved itself.
For a couple of songs we got
yeah,
going, didn't we?
and we got there eventually.
Good. I don't think we've featured you enough on the show in the past, which is why I was really keen to get you on at BBC Music Day. And you did a fabulous performance of one of the 4 bands that we chose for the day. And you did the extra performance as well, which we just saw, which was in the cafe area.
Oh yeah.
But we've not had much chance to tell people on the radio much about you as artists. We've just had the music. So I want a little potted history of Maggie 8 and to tell us a bit more about the band.
I've only been in it.
Okay, well, like Maggie from the fruition.
You can start where you like.
Okay. We met at a gig. Mark, who isn't here actually today, was already playing with Pete, the keyboard player. The keyboard player. And I sort of just wheedled my way in, and I sort of brought the Hindi element to it, and they were all kind of, yeah, this is exciting. And yeah, that was, 5 or 6 years back?
It was a long
time back.
Slow progression.
But in our current state, we've been together for about 2 years now, and I think this is the best we've been for a long time.
It's a 4-piece, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, people keep using the term Hindi indie for your music.
Yeah.
Is that one you started, or did people call it that?
I think I might have been responsible for starting it. I didn't necessarily think that it would catch on and be something that people talk about, but that's the part of me that's just like, yeah, that's not a genre. That's something different, slightly different out there. We're not in between. Well, we're not pigeonholed in any one place. We're just sort of, yeah, there in the middle.
In the middle somewhere.
In the middle somewhere.
It's quite an interesting mix because it isn't just the Hindi indie, because you have all the sample stuff going on as well. You've got quite it's a bit more eclectic than that, really, isn't it? It's kind of its own genre, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Now that takes some doing. There is very few bands who have their own genre.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I was just doing it, well, why no one else doing it? Because it's rubbish.
Possibly. Well, people could find out for themselves, I suppose. What's the best way of getting to know Maggie 8 better?
Well, we've got a Facebook profile, and we're on Twitter as Maggie 8 Music, and we've got a Bandcamp where you can buy our albums, and what else have we got?
That'll probably do.
Pretty much. We've also got a website where you can actually buy our albums. Yeah, we try to be everywhere, but we're not very good at self-promoting, which is why you don't necessarily hear about it. But it's all there.
Well, we're just going to have to do it for you, aren't we?
Yes, please.
So we've had you live in session from BBC Music Day. We've just seen that again now live on BBC Introducing West Yorkshire. Will you come and do a full band session for us in the future?
Absolutely.
I'm booking you now.
Oh,
that is
God,
official.
yeah. I mean, we'd love that. We absolutely love Music Day. We were just talking about it, a couple of 4 hours back, or 3, but we were just saying that the best gig we've done and the most like exhilarating that we felt like in a while is doing BBC Music Day, just because like it's a big stage, there's people, it's outside, and the sun was shining. It was just exciting in general, and we didn't make many mistakes.
I didn't notice any. Well, if you want to follow that massive gig with a huge anticlimax, just come and play a session on my show. Just us in the studio. Pick a Saturday, it's yours.
Okay. Yeah.
Maggie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your festival as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, another artist who has been performing this weekend at the festival in a different way. Now for something completely different with Matt Abbott.
Good evening, my name is Matt Abbott and I'm going to recite a few poems.
Thank you.
This first one is about the Brewers Pride pub in Ossett. Not that I do advertising, but it's worth a shot. With a heavy-bodied aftershave aroma, the tap room is the church on Tuesday night. The soundtrack might be Girlfriend in a Coma, but thankfully the jukebox doesn't play that modern tripe, where distant lives and distant wives and worries wait outside in the tap room of the Ossett Brewers Pride. The washing up was finished before the plates were even dirty. Desert Boot slipped out the door at bang on 7:30. In 4 hours' time they'll be lurching home higher than a kite from the tap room that's a church on Tuesday night. Pictures swap for teletext, the Premier League on pause. The pics of their accumulate as pixelated scores. Predict the unpredictable, pin hopes on hopeless plights. In the Brewers' Pride, the tap room is a church on Tuesday night. This farmer's blonde is far too bland. He must be blind to make that blunder. 30 feckless seconds, my accumulators all asunder. All us only one team short, I'm bound to get it right. In the tap room that's a church on Tuesday night. The politician's cameo for 15 flimsy minutes, but then it's back to tactics and the black ticks that'll win it. 'Cause £4 on at Ladbroke sees a generous return in a tap room on a Tuesday where they pray but never learn. One more jar and then the road debrief with our disciples. Statistics like a secret code, opinions all recycled. Never mind that Spanish flair, we need a bit of fight. No nonsense in the tap room that's a church on Tuesday night. Soaring highs and forlorn frowns from filthy rich to Ipswich town, concerned that Burnley are going down, they'll soon be out of sight. The centre half's a dirty sod, the barmaid knows to only nod. We've got football, who needs God? In church on a Tuesday night. Cheers.
That there is the sound of Matt Abbott live, and I'm going to get him to come over and sit down with me. Come and have a seat. Performing at the weekend. Last time I saw you, completely different things that you were doing, because you've been for quite some time sending us music to BBC Introducing as Skint and Demoralised.
Yeah.
Which we've been playing plenty of, but we haven't had so much of that lately because now you're doing things like Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, I started off as a poet, and then somebody asked me to put my poetry to music, which was a bit of a side project. And then we got a massive record deal, and I was nearly famous, but not enough sex appeal, so I started doing poetry again, because it's much cooler than being in a band. So now I'm doing poetry.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is obviously much cooler than being in a band.
Of course it is, yeah. Everybody aspires to be a poet when they're young, but they can't do poetry so they play guitar and get really famous. But the cool kids actually want to be a poet.
First time you came and did something with us, you brought a ghetto blaster and did it with that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, because I couldn't afford to take a backing band, so I just put my backing track on a ghetto blaster and just did poetry over the top. But now I don't even need to do that. So it's great. Just poetry. Just turn up, do it, done. No sound check, no tech spec, nothing. It's great.
Where do you draw on for all the things you poet about? Because that seemed to be very local to here. But when you're going off to Edinburgh, are you doing stuff of world affairs, or is it all just about around here?
It's not specifically West Yorkshire based. I mean, it's very much inspired by the sort of kitchen sink realism of the early 60s, that sort of northern working class, because obviously that's where I'm from. But I like a lot of it is it's obviously very British in that it's social commentary and it's looking at the world around me, but it's not specifically Yorkshire. But I like to think that people can relate to it. It's some of it's about politics, some of it's about homelessness, some of it's about love, some of it's about I try to talk about everything I experience. But yeah, it's. When you're doing poetry, it's got to be conversational and it's got to be genuine, otherwise it sounds very contrived. I think with a song you can be a little bit more abstract, whereas if you're doing poetry and you're going to try and chat to people who don't necessarily like poetry, it's got to be on a level, on it, if you see what I mean.
So with the content and your accent, do you think you go down better in Yorkshire, or do you go down better outside?
I actually quite like going outside of Yorkshire, going abroad. I nearly said then, because for a Yorkshireman, it is like going abroad, isn't it?
Edinburgh is,
No,
yeah.
I mean, it's... Well, yeah, Edinburgh is, sort of. No, I do like... I mean, it's not one of them where I'm like, hey, I'm from Yorkshire, and I rely on that to get a laugh. But I do quite enjoy sort of taking my Yorkshire experiences and putting them in a different context. I do quite enjoy sort of... Every time... Like, I went to Shrewsbury last night, and I did my anti-conservative poem, which usually goes down a storm, but in Shrewsbury, it were quite posh, and it were quite controversial. But I do like getting the different settings, because that's when you test your material. You see what I mean? If you only just do Wakefield every month, you never really get a feel of it. So I do like it, yeah. I have to talk a bit slower, though, when I'm outside of Yorkshire.
Of course. How well did it go down here this weekend?
It were cracking, yeah. It were in a chapel, which I were a bit nervous about, because people said, are you going to censor yourself? I managed to censor myself just then, but if I censored my full set, it'd only be about 2 minutes long. So I went full blast, and it were really good, actually, yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and so did the crowd, so... I want you to do another one for us now.
All right.
But before you do, I want you to tell us about it. Now, I don't know if you'd want to do that, or whether you just want us to experience it as it is, but I'm asking you to...
I'll tell you about it, specifically because I'm wanting to try and get a sponsorship deal out of it.
Fair dues.
It's about the Wakefield Pie Shop, which is across the road from where we're recording. It's a fantastic culinary experience. And a lot of people talk about the drive-through Subway in Wakefield, but we've gone one step further. We've got a late-night pie shop, and I'm hoping that every time I do this poem, they're going to let me have a chip. I'm trying to get towards that level, so that's why I've given the introduction, because it's a business poem as well as a poem.
Seems fair to me.
Is that all right?
Take
it's
the
about
mic.
the Wakefield Pie Shop.
Here goes Matt Abbott, live again, here on BBC Introducing.
Fashion icons line the wall as punters patiently blink. There's a £6 slogan t-shirt, luminous green or neon pink. It's a drunken culinary kingdom, it's an existential sin if you've never left at 4 a.m. with gravy on your chin. Bouncers awkwardly avert their eyes as they keep the peace in pairs. Yeah, you heard that right, folks, 2 bouncers on the stairs. 'Cause if there's only one steak pie left and the rest is vegetarian, we're heading for a performance, chaps, and it's gonna be a scarian. Synthesised riffs from the galaxy above as drunken tiffs put pride before love in the restaurant room with the picnic benches. No ladies and gents, just wallies and wenches. I tell you what I fancy, love, I'll have a bottle of Beck's from the fridge, 'cause you all might have stopped drinking, but I'm from Ebden Bridge. And yeah, I will have gravy, love. Have you got any bangers and mash? Oh wait, 2 minutes like, I need to get some cash. You spent the evening delivering a sermon praising pie shop chips. As you climbed the stairs I saw the salivation on your lips. You grasped the polystyrene tray that's fit to feed a horse, and then go on flaming douse for things in fake tomato sauce. And you might have pecs and tats and tans and haircuts from the Navy, but I've seen you sitting sheepishly with chips and cheese and gravy. If you go to the pie shop and actively avoid the pie, do not expect to meet me soon and look me in the eye. You can go to the Hepworth all you want for your arty-farty needs. If you're really feeling cultured, why not catch the train to Leeds? But if you want the jewelled crown in the Wakefield Westgate story, it's the drunken culinary kingdom in all its gravy, glut and glory. Cheers.
And that was the genius that is Matt Abbott, and he is brilliant, and he's going to be playing at Edinburgh Fringe this year if you would like to go and watch him there, wherever you're from. You're listening to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, live on the radio and also streaming live. If you haven't gone to it yet, then you should. Just go on our Facebook wall and you'll be able to follow the link from there. It is BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire on Facebook. Go on to that, and you could watch this, which is coming up now. Pisky Sits, filmed earlier here at Long Division.
I guess so, maybe
tough. I talk so tough. I talk so tough. But in the morning I will feel so rough. Yeah, I feel so rough. Yeah, I feel so rough. I guess I'm in the end. I talk so tough. I talk so tough. I talk so tough. But in the morning I will feel so rough. Yeah, I feel so rough. Yeah, I feel so rough. I guess I'm in the end. I talk so tough. I talk so tough. I talk so tough. But in the morning I will feel so rough. I feel so rough. I feel so rough. How many ways to disappoint him? How many ways to say I don't care? How many ways to disappoint? I can't hold on to this match much longer.
So that there was Pisky Sits. Pisky Sits recorded live earlier here at Long Division. Not just recorded, but also filmed. So if you're watching us on the stream, you just saw Pisky Sits performing at Long Division Festival, and they were in Unity Works, which is where we are. We're upstairs in Unity Works at the moment, live on the radio on BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire and streaming live. Pisky Sits, gents, that was great.
Oh, cheers, Alan.
Now, you're regulars here. Last year, you were the band of the moments because you did that amazing recording on the Sunday with lots of people standing around with headphones on whilst you recorded an album. I've got that album. I bought it on Record Store Day this year because I missed out last year.
Oh, fantastic. Nice one, cheers, man.
And Darren, who is back in the studio in Leeds at the moment, our producer, just told me in my ear that I forgot to bring it with me, otherwise I could have got it signed and then it'd be worth a fortune.
Yeah, we'll come and see you again.
Yeah, I need to get you back live on the show just so I can get the signatures, if that's all right.
Good a reason as nothing.
How has it been for you, this Long Division? A bit different to last year, obviously.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was good, wasn't it? Yeah, we had a good crowd. We enjoyed it. We did some new songs, so it was good all round, yeah.
Only thing was it was boiling hot, and we were just
it was pretty warm in there, yeah.
Everything, you know.
Yeah, it is a bit of a warm one today. Yeah. Pretty hot in here as well, sorry about that. So, I don't get to hear much from Pisky Sits during the year, which is a shame, because you're just down the road. Oh, I heard your mobile, though, that's good. Someone's calling the lead singer. It's the lead singer, he's the star of the band. It's either the paparazzi or the fans. Just tell them to wait for just a minute. So yeah, you don't really interact with us much in the year, and now that I've got cameras pointed at you and I got you live on the radio, I can demand an explanation. Really, why don't you interact with us?
Go on.
We don't practice enough, probably.
Yeah, but that was the case. But we've got a new drummer now, so we're like a tight unit again.
Yeah, so again now.
We're
this man's going to change.
Up and running again now, so that's a good thing for us all. Yeah.
Because I was thinking after you did the album and the recording last time, with all them people watching and everything, you must be used to the stardom now. And I thought, straight after Long Division, now I'm just going to be getting loads of stuff from Pisky Sits, and we'll get them in. It'll be great, get them live and all that. No.
Nah, yeah, we were a bit useless, really, yeah. But I mean, in the day, we're working people. We have jobs, and we had like a drummer who had a job where it was hard for us to practice, and that we're half of it, really.
You'll try harder, good. And it's all changed, and it's all going to be different. So, are you going to send us some stuff? Are you going to get some stuff uploaded to that BBC Introducing uploader?
Oh yeah, we've been working on a lot of new material now, and we're hoping the next thing is just getting back in the studio. We've got gigs booked. We want to get back in the studio. Sorry. And we want to get some of this new stuff recorded, so we've got something to work with now.
So for those people who were listening and watching and didn't get to Long Division to see you, where are you playing next? Are you going to... there's a phone being passed.
We've between the band. Well, next time we've got 26th of June, we're playing down at Sowerby Bridge. We've got a gig down at Puzzle Hall.
It's a nice place. Played there before. That was nice.
It's a really nice place for a gig, nice pub. 4th of July, we're at Players then as well in Wakefield. And then 29th of July, there's a big one because we're playing for part of Philophobia's 7-year anniversary. So, like, they're putting on 7 gigs in 7 days across different venues in Wakefield, and we're lucky enough to, be playing a headline gig at the Hop, I think, on the 29th of July.
Is that, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We'd like to play stuff like Leeds Festival. We'll never any competitions ever again, will we?
Well, thankfully, we've got the Hop again, and we're with Buen Chico and Yard Wars that night.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good night.
So there's a big philophobia thing going on there with the label. Obviously, a good relationship, and we're going to be talking more about philophobia as the show goes on as well, because we've got spills coming up and various chats around that. So that's good. Pisky Sits, thanks ever so much for joining us. I'm glad we was able to film you earlier.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of Long Division.
Cheers, you too, man. Thanks very much.
I'll mention Spills. We filmed them earlier as well, and they looked a little bit and sounded like this.
I hope you don't notice I'm on this lonely plane. Stood here all alone, but I'm not stood here on my own. There lies the awful shame. I'm looking so alone, so I tell a lie when words run dry, 'cause thoughts won't clot. A film and a frame could show me what my body cannot relay. Contented scene from the cracks in my gaze, that peripheral haze. I can see that it's there, but I've not been there for days. I hope you don't notice I'm on this lonely plane. Stood here all alone, but I'm not stood here on my own. There lies the awful shame. I'm looking so alone when I'm the luckiest. I know. Looking so alone, so I tell a lie.
Right then, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Pisky Sits to clear the chairs. Get out of here. You've done your bit. Come on. Get out of here. Take those drinks with you. There goes Pisky Sits. And we're going to replace them with the voice that you just heard singing right there. Just clear them chairs. Pop your guitar down. Come over here. Hope you enjoyed that. That was just a little taster of what we had earlier. Come and sit down. Go and get that mic. So, if you didn't see the Spills earlier performing, they were opening the show, but you had a little bit of a taster of it there. Introduce yourself and tell us where the rest of them are.
Hi, I'm Rob. I play guitar and sing in the Spills. I have an acoustic guitar, so I played the song there. The rest of the band are enjoying the festival.
Yeah, it's all right for them, isn't it? They're all out there. They didn't even come for the chat. That's terrible.
I think the chat might have been made stranger if I played a song whilst they watched me.
Yeah. They
so
could.
we thought like.
Yeah, that would have all worked out if it wasn't for the fact that we then had Pisky Sits to take their place and have a laugh and a joke instead. Yeah. Oh well. Opening the show here at Long Division on Saturday, big deal that.
Yeah, it was nice. We opened the first one in 2011, so it was nice, and that was around the first album, and this is around the second album, so it was kind of nice to do it again.
Go down well?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's always nice when people come down at like essentially the morning to come see you. That's very flattering.
Well, you've got a very strong local following because you've got the Philophobia clan around you. Which includes loads of bands who all watch as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you recognise pretty much all of the front row from all of the bands around Wakefield?
I try not to look at the crowd too much. I could see my friend Ash taking photos of me, so head down, try not to look up too much. But Dan Stringer, the new Pisky Sits drummer, was lovely. He came and drum teched for us, and he was down there at 10 a.m. Setting stuff up with Joe. So that's kind of a nice example of everyone helping each other out.
So he's not only revitalised Pisky Six, he's also helping the Spills.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
exactly.
Well, that's the kind of philophobia crowd thing that happens. Tell us how things are for the band now then, because I knew I'd find you at Long Division, and I know I'll find you on Philophobia, but where else will we find you?
Well, we've got a single coming out with 2 Pure Records at the end of this month, on the 29th of this month, and we've also just signed to Alcopop as well. So we kind of feel very blessed to be amidst 3 really nice, independently minded kind of different scenes at the moment.
And are they all working together then? Is it are you getting the best of all 3 labels?
Yeah, we are. It's lovely. It's just really nice to be working with so many nice people. Kind of Alcopop seems to have, like I've always loved that label, it seems to have a really similar kind of attitude and ethos to Philophobia does, and just kind of cool indie thing. So
while you're hanging around Wakefield on a normal kind of week, where do you go to find your music? Where's your favourite place to go and enjoy some good music?
Well, this place is amazing. I actually live in Leeds now, so this is probably where the rest of the band should be. But I do make it down here quite a lot, so it's ace to have this place now. The Hop's still got loads of stuff going on, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place to be.
Definitely.
Now, your performance earlier was full of energy, and it did go down really well. And we filmed a little bit of it. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, heck, really?
So we're going to show it to people. Thanks for being here. Thanks for representing the Spills on your own. Let's see all of them in action now. you. So there you go. You've just seen the Spills, and that was filmed earlier. The Spills were performing live here at Long Division, and they were opening the show, actually, which was a pretty good spot to have, as you just heard. Now, I did mention Philophobia, the label that the Spills were praising. Well, the man behind that, and other things, is Rob D, and he's right here in fine sunglasses.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us, what bands have you got on at Long Division this year?
Well, last night we had the grand supporting British Sea Power.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, great for them. It went really well. And then today, obviously, we've had the Spills, Pisky Sits. These men were meant to be playing, but Simon's partner gave birth yesterday, so for obvious reasons they pulled out. And then we've also had We Got Rocket, JJ Swimsuit, The Do's, Furblend. We've sort of talked today with Two Man Cuppy about putting their album out as well, so they're involved. And then tomorrow we've got the Ainsley band, so it's a busy weekend for us.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's a fabulous showcase as well for Philophobia and what it is you're doing. Now, you mentioned these men earlier and the congratulations that are due. Congratulations. But one of these men did still do something, and he's going to come in a little bit later, I hope, and bring a guitar.
I believe so. I didn't manage to catch it, unfortunately, because there's only one of me and I can only be in so many places. But rushing around all day.
Stick around and we will be having a little bit of that live in just a bit.
That'll be good.
So for those people who are thinking, yeah, all this stuff about Philophobia, yeah, you might know what it's about, but maybe we don't. What's all that about then? Philophobia, describe.
We're a label based in Wakefield, been going for 7 years now. Somehow we've managed to keep going for this long. I don't know how. But yeah, it's great. You know, there's a lot of good bands around here, and we just try and help them out where we can and have fun with it.
If somebody wants to get to work with you guys, be part of the huge and growing Philophobia massive, how do they do that?
Drop us an email. Drop us a Facebook message, anything. Just get me attention in some way or another, and then eventually I'll go and see them live or listen to what they send, and if I like it, we'll do something.
Sounds good. Do you want to give us your email live on the air? It's up to you.
philophobiamusic@gmail.com.
Thanks very much. I know there's a band that you like that we discussed earlier, which are called Brawlers. We talked about that. There is some connection, but they're not with the label. I know that. What do you want to tell us what the connection is, or is it?
Well, but the connection is there on Alka Pop, and the Spills album that's coming out in September is joint release with Alka Pop, which is quite exciting for both the band and ourselves. So hopefully we can get a little bit more coverage for them. I've been working with the Spills for
about that long,
a long time now, and it's been great working with them, and it's good to see them getting a bit more recognition from outside this region, really.
Yeah. Alka Pop obviously doing good things with the Spills and doing good things with Brawlers as well. In fact, there's a video that's been made by Brawlers and others around them. And for those people who are watching on the web stream, which you can get to by going to our Facebook, BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, and clicking on the link. And for those who are listening on BBC Introducing West Yorkshire on BBC Radio Leeds, you'll be able to hear it there, watch it on the web stream. This is that video by Brawlers.
Good to go? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We've been playing some shows for a while. I've been spending some nights on the tiles, and they're just stories of mine. And there's a lot of blood in this band of ours, and we shed a few tears in the bars, and we stuck to no sweat so far. But I still love you, Annabelle, and I still
Every song doesn't have to rhyme. We made a record so we won't waste your time. But I still love you, Annabelle, and I still love you, Annabelle, and I still love you, Mom and Dad, and I still love you, Mom and Dad. I still love you, Annabelle, and 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 I still love you, Mom and Dad, and I still love you, Mom and Dad, and I still love you, Mom and Dad, and I still love you, Mom and Dad.
Share your travel news.
0330 123 0182.
BBC Radio Leeds.
As you just heard, we're on BBC Radio Leeds, and we're also streaming live. Now, what you do if you want to get your music to us and you want to get played on this radio show, I must say at least once in the show, and that is that you need to send your music to us on the BBC Introducing uploader. It's very simple, really. It is bbc.co.uk/introducing. bbc.co.uk/introducing. You send an MP3 from your computer to ours. It goes to the nearest postcode show to you. There's about 48 across the country. We can hear it. If we like it, we may well get you in session. We may well play it on the show, and we may well send it on to somebody like Radio 16 Music Asian Network, Jamie Cullen perhaps. Malika, you heard her last week playing live in session, and she's off to play the Montreal Jazz Festival on our recommendation through Jamie Cullen. So get your music to us, bbc.co.uk/introducing, and we'll have a listen. That'll be great. Now then, we've got a band who are lined up and ready to play live for us here in this makeshift studio that we've made here at Long Division. If you're watching it, you'll know all about it. If you're just listening, we're in a lovely room at the top of Unity Works, beautiful beams across the top, but we're surrounded by a lot of people who aren't making anything like enough noise, but they're going to in just a minute, because playing live right now in front of us is the Ainsley Band.
Here we go, this song called I Think About You Always. I think about you always. I wonder if you'll call. I think about you always. Do you think of me at all? I think about you always. I wonder if you'll call. I think about you always. Do you think of me at all? Well, you left me on a Tuesday and you split my heart in two. One piece for me, another piece for you. I got blind drunk and I'm falling, scared my friends all half to death. It's how it's been, girl, ever since you left. Well, I know just how awful I can be. So you wanna be with me? Well, I guess it just depends. Can we at least be friends? 'Cause I think about you always and again. Because I think about you always. I wonder if you'll call. I think about you always. Do you think of me at all? I think about you always. I wonder if you'll call. I think about you always. Do you think of me at all? Well, I tried that moving on thing, but it didn't work for me. I honestly would rather stay lonely. I've been breathing 24 years, you put up with me for free. I think about you always, constantly. Well, I know just how awful I can be. So who the hell wanna be with me? Well, I guess it just depends. Can we at least be friends? 'Cause I think about you always and again. Because I think about you always. I wonder if you'll call. I think about you always. Do you think of me at all? I think about you always. I wonder if you say. I think about you always. Do you ever think of me? Of me? Of me?
Yeah, that is the Ainsley Band with Broken String. Those who are watching on the live stream now can watch a string replacement workshop going on live right here in front of us. Terrible.
No, I ain't got a string there. Actually, I can do it with that string. Who cares?
I'll be right, Alan. You carry on, mate.
That's all right. I'm just interested to know if you're able to do another one. Are you able to do another one?
Oh, yeah, we're fine. There's three of us.
Troopers.
Same cards.
In that case, this is the Ainsley Band live again.
Right. You won't even know it wasn't there, would you?
We'll be right. We will be right.
We straight into another one, Alan. Nice one. Right, this song's called Stuck in Freefall. Cheers. 2, 3, 4. It was one of those days where the wind blew so strong. It made all the trees dance along to its song. The birds all hid as I shuffled my feet, and my cigarette flew away in the breeze. It flew away in the The noise from the tracks is louder than the noise in my headphones. It's never as loud as the noise in my head. A girl stood beside me and asked for directions. I turned on my heel and politely said that you know where you're going. Think on the books you've read. My shoes are made of leather and my heart is made of lead. And I was stuck in free fall. I no longer hate you all. Boulder leggings and pirate suits. Let's go back there, me and you. Oh, 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 oh. was one of those days where the sun shone too bright. The kind of brightness that makes you want to stay at home until night. We all get so drunk that our feet turn into our knees, and my cigarette flew away in the breeze. But you know where you're going, think on the books you've read. My shoes are made of leather and my heart is made of lead. And I was stuck in free fall. I no longer hate you all. Borderland kids and pirates too. So let's go back there, me and you. Oh, oh, oh,
There you go, that is the Ainsley Band performing live here, live from Long Division Festival. We're upstairs in Unity Works, and we've got a little bit of a studio set up here where they've just done a track for us. It's going to be quite a big weekend for them, and a very important day for them tomorrow as well. We've got Rob still here, Rob D still here. If you're listening on the radio, I'm telling you this because you can't see. So we've got Rob, but we also have another Rob, and we've got Michael, and I'm not going to introduce you again. You're in Pisky Sits as well. You're on twice.
I'm just greedy.
Yeah, it's just wrong. Okay, so big deal tomorrow. We've heard Pisky Sits talking about it earlier. Tell us, what should people expect from you if they come to Unity Works to see you?
Well, it's different to like our usual live show. It's pretty raucous, you know, and there's 6 of us and there's 4 guitars and everyone's, you know, it's pretty aggressive.
Pretty raucous.
Yeah, but this isn't going to be like that. It's Jamie from Greenmount. He had an idea of how we wanted to record an album, especially just for this, because it's Jamie and it's Greenmount Studios that do the recording. So he had an idea of the way he wanted to do it, and he wanted to use these ribbon mics that are really sensitive, and he's going to gain them really high. So I don't have to hit the guitar very hard for it to
We're getting
to be loud in your.
Quite technical now.
Is that a bit technical?
Mike,
but the idea is that it's.
Just say it's a one-off performance.
Right. Anyway, yeah, it's
a lot quieter.
It's just us, but quiet.
It's there's us 3, and then our friend Georgia, state of Georgia, like she's been the research. She's singing as well.
She's doing some amazing like backing vocals.
Yeah,
really
it's half the album's brand new songs that are for this, and then the other half are old ones but reworked. Yeah, so it's not what if you've seen this before, it's not what you'd expect, but it's.
It ain't punk.
No, it's not. It's not funk.
It's pretty heartfelt. I'm playing like a Fender Rhodes. It's getting really tender.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're getting technical.
I'm getting tender and technical.
None of this would happen without the
tender.
technical. It's a good job we didn't get Greenmount on it. We get real technical.
Oh yeah, they'd be talking about tape machines and all sorts. But
really looking forward to it. Kind of terrified, but like really excited and chuffed to be asked to do it as well.
I've got to ask, when people want to interact with this in some way, are you doing it like Pisky Sits did, where people can actually come and stand around you?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like everything's going to be set up in the middle of the room, and then it's all wireless headphones, so you get to wander about. Like you can nip to the bar, or
you can go for a wee and not have to look at our ugly mugs. It's fine.
Kind of thing.
So you're going to get that kind of tension of ambience in the background, that kind of sort of sound of people trying to be quiet while jumping around.
I'm absolutely terrified because I recently got a new leather jacket, which I'm chuffed with. But I went to Greenmark to practice, and I'm like, because Mike's getting so high, like you can hear everything. So I don't know if you guys have got a leather jacket, but they
if any of you out there have got a leather jacket,
you know, like it squeaks when you move, like the slightest bit. So I was playing songs, and I'm going like, and in my jacket, so like everything. I think the audience.
Solution, you're just gonna have to take.
Well, I'll take the jacket off. But
don't wear it.
To get into my point, the point was that if my jacket squeaks, if you sneeze, it's going to be on the record. So you need, I think it's the crowd reaction is going to be a lot different when people have the headphones on. They're going to realise what it's going to be like, and then
they're going to hear every sneeze.
It's going to control the crowd, I think, and like make, I guess, everyone listen, even though they want to. I guess they want to be there anyway if they're coming to it. But I think it's going to make everyone a lot more conscious about their movements. That kind of thing. Cause
you especially with your big old leather. No.
Well, now you've got everybody in line with it. What time should people get there and stick headphones on their heads? What time's happening?
About 7.
Get there for 7. Get a beer and then.
I think it's well. You can come. They're doing. Bring your own vinyl and go play at Unity Cafe bar.
Oh yeah, all day at Unity Cafe. You can bring along your vinyl collection and do a little DJ section if you want.
I think doors at 7, and then we'll kick off at 7:30. I don't know how many tickets are left though, so.
No, you can get them through the Long Division website because it is a ticket-only thing because there's only so many wireless headsets.
That's the thing, yeah. You can't just turn up. There's only so many headsets because.
Yeah. And all the people who've pre-booked who are listening now are all going to wear leather jackets, so you'll know who's paid and who hasn't.
It's squeaky as hell tomorrow night.
It's going to be great. You've asked for it now.
I'd love everyone to turn up in leather jackets. That'd be brilliant.
I'm going to wear PVC.
PVC. Rob D and PVC. Just text in if you want to see Rob D and PVC. I trust there will literally be no text. I seriously hope so.
So do I.
No one needs to see that.
Now, before you go, just completely off subject, I just need to ask something else. You mentioned earlier about players and the fact that you're going to be playing there with Pisky Sits. Now, Rob, I know you're involved in that as well.
Yes.
But we haven't had a chance to hear about it. But I know it's been refurbished and it's quite a big deal, really, and it's really good for the bands in the area.
Yeah.
Would you just get near that mic for a minute and just tell us how people get involved with getting and playing players?
Yeah, well, just send a Facebook message to the Players Facebook page, or send an email to blueheartpromotion@gmail.com, and I'll pick it up and we'll get that sorted. We want to get as many good bands on as we can.
Thanks very much, Rob. Thank you very much as well to the Ainsley Band.
Thanks for having us, Alan.
Cheers.
No
Thanks
problem.
everyone here as well. You've all been lovely.
Yeah, you've all been great, guys.
Yeah, give them a round of applause. Shall we give them a round of applause? There you go. Yeah. Now, a band who played earlier, they played just downstairs from here in Unity Works, just a little bit earlier in the day. They're a band who we put forward for Tramlines last year. We had them on at Leeds Festival as well. They've been in session loads of times. They're brilliant. This is what they looked like and sounded like, All Us on Drugs.
You forgot to be helpless. You didn't give them a clue.
Cheers.
I keep my knees on the times, just because she asked me to. I can only say on paper, I love you. Do you love me too? I get so nervous. I get so nervous. And I get so nervous. I get so nervous. I keep my ear to the ground. She made it clear, but never mind. This could be the worst thing I've done. I know this will be the thing that kills us. I get so nervous. I get so nervous. I get so nervous. I get so nervous. Yeah! Radical, baby.
So that there was All Us on Drugs, who were playing live earlier. We filmed that just downstairs from here in Unity Works. Here we are live from Long Division Festival. It's brilliant to be here. It's an amazing festival. It's one of our favourites as well, because all the people involved in the building and the way it's organised are all here performing as well. So it's got a real kind of, almost like a family feel, but with a hell of a lot of people in the family. It's really good. So we've heard from the organisers, we've heard from some of the bands, we've had all kinds of people in playing live. If you missed any of that and you're just joining us, the radio version of this will be available for 30 days after now, and you'll be able to get it on Listen Again about half an hour after the show finishes. I say the radio version because if you're just listening on the radio, you could also go online and watch this right now. You could see my ugly mug right now talking to you, but you could also see a live session in just a second's time. All you do is go to our Facebook page, BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire on Facebook, and click on the link. It's got the Long Division yellow logo on there. You can't miss it. Click that, watch this live. We're about to have a live session. Joe Kemp performing live.
So I ask myself, what is life really about? Making money, rushing honey, heading for an earthly grave. To live by the clock, don't do us no favors. It only ever makes us feel bad. And so does money, honey. So I dream of yesterday. yesterday when we were sitting underneath the mango tree, sipping rum by the sea, watching the eagles flying. We didn't have a care in the world. Oh, but now we've missed the train, 'cause we're fighting in the rain. What the hell is going on today? 'Cause now the taxi man we must pay. Day after day, week after week, I'm so tired of living like a leech to the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, we're living by the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, we're living by the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, living by the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tick tock, tick tock, living by the. My love, it's been so long. What have we become? Just another cog in someone else's plan. How have we forgot we're human beings? So let's lie in the grass, make love and laugh. No watches, no worries, no money, no hurry. Tell me, do you remember when days and nights were just like circles in a pool? Time was nothing but a tool, and we knew how to use it. Time would pass, the sun would rise up onto its castle in the sky. Oh, but now we've missed the train, 'cause we're fighting in the rain. What the hell is going on today? 'Cause now the taxi man we must pay. I'm gonna move away to a brighter day, spend my days in the sun. Whoa, having fun, ain't gonna own no watch, don't wanna live my life by no clock. I live life breathing with the sea, and naturally happy and free. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-da, ba-da, boom, ba-ba-da, ba-da, 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 boom, ba-boom. Ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-dum. Ooh, ba-ba-ooh, ba-ba-ooh, ba-ba-ooh. Ba-ba-ooh, ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-ooh. Ba-ba-ooh, ba-ba-ooh, ba-ba-ooh.
That there was the fabulous Joe Kemp performing live for us here upstairs in Unity Works at Long Division Festival, live on BBC Introducing. Hello there. That was brilliant. Thank you very much for doing that song for us. Now, it was a bit of a last-minute thing getting you in, because we were hoping to get these men, all of you.
Yeah, we were planning to play this afternoon, but unfortunately one of the members, well, not unfortunately, fortunately for those guys, the girlfriend of one of the members went into labour a couple of days ago, so obviously they've got a newborn baby, so they needed to spend time.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, really excited about it. Like, we're all really happy for him, yeah.
So you went and still did the gig?
Yeah. I mean, I play my own music under my own name, Joe Kemp. I also play in a funk band in Leeds called Soul Circle as well. And so Morgan put me forward to fill in the slot, and I obliged. It was good fun, yeah.
It is really good of you to just keep the show going and get on and do that, and it's great that it's created an opportunity for us to hear you solo as well.
Oh, sure.
Now, just for those people who are thinking, well, I was looking forward to hearing these men, we do have a track that you sent to the BBC Introducing Upload that we've played before, a really short one, about 47
They're all
seconds.
really short songs. Morgan that writes them, who's also the songwriter of Buen Chico, is a bit of a genius, to be honest. He's really good with harmony and just songwriting in general. But all the songs that are written for these men are, they're really short songs. Because it can be a bit of a strain on your voice, I suppose, when you're singing just unaccompanied for like 3 or 4 minutes or something. But yeah, it's good fun singing in that group, yeah.
Well, we've got answers on a postcard which you sent to the BBC Introducing Uploader, and I think we should hear it now. It's only 47 seconds long. Here's answers on a postcard, these men.
Well, I don't know if I'm lacking in emotional intelligence, but sometimes I find it's hard to know what's going on, and then when it leaves my question hanging like a smoke ring in the air, just slowly fading into nothing else is pouring at his head. Let's have some answers on a postcard, can we listen to me? Whatever is my thinking, A, B or C. If it's A, he really loves me, if it's B, he's not so sure. And if it's C, he won't belong before he's walking out the door. Answers on a postcard, how long should I wait? I don't know what to make of the look upon his face. Well, I didn't mean to ask him, didn't mean to make him say, but it feels so good to hold him, and I wanted him to know, I wanted him to stay.
There you go. Only 47 seconds of it, but absolutely brilliant. These men. Those on the radio, you just heard that, and those who are watching on the live stream, you can actually see one of these men in front of me now. You can see Joe Kemp. Joe, just tell us a little bit more about these men. Where can we get that music?
Well, we've been about an a cappella group for about 5 or 6 years. All of the members are in different groups. We come together every Monday and practice at Morgan's house. And we've released a few things on, I think it's Philophobia Records, which is a Wakefield-based record label, isn't it? I think we've got 5 short stories, love stories, out on that record label, and a few videos online. So if you go to Facebook and just type in These Men, you should be able to find us, yeah.
And then as yourself, as a solo artist as well, how do we get some more of your music?
Well, I released an album last year called Kaleidoscope. That's available online from www.joekemp.co.uk. And my next gig is in Leeds at the Gaslight Club at Porto on the 22nd of June. But yeah, go to my website, check out some of my music. I've got a few videos and a full-length album on there to listen to, yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us, Joe, and doing it at short notice as well. It was brilliant.
Thanks, Alan.
Now, while Joe was playing downstairs at the Hop, upstairs we had our cameras, and Forever Cult were on the stage.
Right, I'm good. Cool.
I wanna tell you something, but I only think I'd freak you out. Baby, it's personal. You're not real, get along with you, but true old tales I would rather do. Baby, it's personal. You're not real. You really freak me out. You really freak me out. Don't patronize me, babe. The chilling burn never goes away. It's irreversible. You're not real, get along with you. But true intentions always follow through. Baby, it's personal now. You're not real. You really freak me out.
So there you go. That there was Forever Cult, recorded a little bit earlier by the Cameras and the team here at Long Division. This is the BBC. It's BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, and we're also streaming live. I'm Alan Raw, and we have got just under half an hour of the show left to go. But don't worry, it's all available to listen again for 30 days to come. So we've got more live sessions lined up for you. There's a band who played here. They're playing here at the festival. They're very close to the headline. In fact, they are headlining one of the stages. They're on at the Orangery. So we're very honoured that they've taken the time out to come up here and play for us. They've uploaded to BBC Introducing. We love what they're doing. Hopefully you will as well. This is the Incredible Magpie Band.
Let's close the door. These are rifle walls. Let's light the room from the world outside our door. From the world outside our door. Don't need no one but you. You're the foundation, it's true. Don't need no one but me. It's a revelation I see. Don't need no one but you. You're the sensation to me. And I'm not looking for a brand new fight. You keep me warm and then you get me high. Let's forget the past and make each other last. I will make my peace with all that's out of reach. With all that's out of reach. Don't need no one but you. You're the foundation, it's true. Don't need no one but me. It's a revelation I see. Don't need no one but you. You're the sensation to me. But I'm not looking for a brand new fight. You keep me warm and then you get me high. Get me high. Get me high. Don't need no one but you. You're the foundation, it's true. Don't need no one but me. It's a revelation I see. Don't need no one but you. You're the sensation to me. And I'm not looking for a brand new fight. You keep me warm and then you get me high. You keep me warm and then you get me high. You keep me warm and then you get me high.
That was Foundation. This is The Night Won't Wait.
Get it on, get it on, get it on. If you wanna be the one, be the one, be the one. Wanna see the sun, see the sun, see the sun that you wanted to see. Get it right, get it right, get it right. If you wanna sleep Yeah, the sunlight illuminate. Sunlight illuminate. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Who's to blame if you're left out in the rain, in the rain, in the rain? Wait, it's time for change, time for change, time for change. If you stood on your heels, know the night won't wait, but the day she breaks and the sunlight illuminates. Yeah, the sunlight illuminate. Yeah, the sunlight illuminate. Oh, brother, don't let me see that the weight of the world is gonna crucify me. Brother, just let me sleep. Don't wake me up from a lifelong dream. Father, you let me see. Mother, you let me be. Lover, you let me breathe. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. One by one. One by one. One by one. One by one. One by one.
So you've just been listening to the incredible Magpie Band playing live here at Unity Works, Long Division, here on BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire. They're going to come and sit with me now. There's one microphone for you, sir. There's another one over there. Now, I thought there was more of you than there is just you two. You must be Lee and Ben, then, I'm assuming.
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, 5 altogether. Where's the others?
One's in Vegas, one's camping in Skegness or somewhere.
Yeah, seems
the
fair.
other ones couldn't get in, they didn't have a wristband.
Ah, terrible, isn't it? These festivals, it's really hard.
These festivals are strict out there.
Yeah, they are very strict. Based in Wakey?
Well, Normanton, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but we play a lot in Wakefield and Leeds and stuff like that.
Headlined the Orangery earlier.
Yeah.
That's a fairly big deal. How did it
Yeah.
go down?
Right, we're good. We were expecting a sort of a small thing. I've never been to Orangery before, so... And when we turned up, it was a nice, lovely old building, big stage and good sound and all that. Really good. With a lot of people there as well, all enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, it's a proper gig. It's a good one.
Yeah,
and to be headlining as well is a big deal, really.
Yeah. Yeah, we enjoyed it, mate. It was good.
Now, you've only just sent us some music to the BBC Introducing Uploader. You're a very new band to us.
Yeah.
In fact, when your first upload came in, Darren, our producer, rang you straight away and said, we're not only going to play you, but we'd like to get you on live as well. So thanks for doing this at short notice. That's brilliant.
That's all right, mate. We love it. We've been wanting to get on for a bit, so...
But, of course, we don't know a great deal about you either, because you didn't really write that much on the uploader either. So tell us a little bit about the band.
Well, like I said, there's 5 of us. We're from Norman. We've all sort of known each other for years, 10 years or something. We've all been in different bands. And it just... a mate of ours wanted to do a birthday party. So we just thought we'd just get together and do it, and it was just that good that we thought, well, we might as well start a band and carry it on and see what happens, you know what I mean? And
next thing you know, you're headlining one of the stages at Long Division.
Yeah, we're brilliant, mate, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, how do we follow you? What's the best place to find you online?
Just Facebook and Twitter.
I see it is The Incredible Magpie Band. All together on Facebook. You type the whole thing in, yeah?
Yeah.
Great, OK. Well, we're going to do that. People are going to go and have a look at that. Hopefully nobody's going to do that rather than watching the stream that we've currently got on as well. Maybe they'll do it after. We'll see. Unless they want to put the stream into a small window. You can work it any way you want as long as you keep watching. Thanks ever so much for coming in. Thanks for playing live for us as well. And I hope that you're going to send us some more stuff to the uploader so that we can start playing you on the radio more.
Definitely, mate. Thanks for having us.
The Incredible Magpie
Thanks a lot,
Band.
man.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much. So, you heard them earlier, we spoke to them earlier, the Pisky Sits, and they are the band who made the album last year, which I have a copy of and forgot to bring in to get signed. Brilliant band that they are. We've decided to show another one of their live tracks from earlier. This is Pisky Sits. There you go, that was Pisky Sits, recorded live earlier here at Long Division Festival. We are coming to the end, very close to the end of our live broadcast here from Long Division Festival. And it's been brilliant, but there's still some more to come. We've got another live session coming up in just a minute, but we're trying to fit in as many of the tracks from the artists as possible. As you know, Cry Baby Cry are one of my favourites. I put them on at Leeds Fest at the BBC Introducing stage there, and I keep going on about how great they are. So we're going to have another one from them. Cry Baby Cry. The brilliant Cry Baby Cry. We do love them. Wakefield artists, they are fabulous. And Johnny the Firth, the male vocalist in that, if you like what you hear, he also does stuff with Knuckle and he does his solo stuff as well, so definitely worth hearing. You're listening to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire, and now it's time for an artist who played at Westgate Chapel earlier here at Long Division Festival, Ryan Spendlove.
Oceans paint the world when the sky is falling. It's you that I'll be calling on when we're out of time. If hope could pay the way, then I would be a rich man, spending all that I can buy, but living our life. The sense that I'm not seeing what I should is pulling me away, and if I could, then I would be the man that you were meant to find, my love. You say you need a friend, and I wish I was your man, but you don't know where you stand now, and I don't give the time. Since I'm not seeing what I should, it's pulling me away, and if I could, then I would be the man that you were meant to find, my love, my love. This is called Years Go By. It's complicated and it's hard to do. God bless your life and everything you do. Think of me well and see the better times, and I'll be a memory as the years go by, just so you know. I wish the best for you. Thank you for the times. Thank you and goodbye to you. And woe betide me if I claim that I'm fine. Don't walk away, 'cause it ain't nothing but a lie. I was a clown, I was a jealous man. You can wait, I couldn't understand. Oh, I'd walk away and put it in a song, but that was yesterday and time goes on, just so you know. I wish the best for you. Whoa, thank you for the times. Thank you and goodbye to you. And woe betide me if I claim that I'm fine. Don't walk away, 'cause it ain't nothing but a lie.
There you go, that was Ryan Spenlove playing live in session here in Unity Works at Long Division Festival. And two songs that very reminiscent of your older stuff last time you came on and did a session for us, but you just get better and better every time I hear you, and it's been far too long since we featured you on BBC Introducing. What have you been doing? What's been happening?
Working on some new stuff, but I'm taking my time a bit more this time. I want to involve some more instrumentation, get a few like piano bits and violin, so I'm going to take my time over my next album, you know. I'm going to try something different.
That's good. Now, how was it playing at Westgate Chapel earlier?
It's really good. You know, when I turned up, we're playing, Sam Airy were playing, we walked in, it was really busy, beautiful room. And so anyway, finished, everyone just poured out. I thought, no, you know, it was just completely empty. I thought, this is going to be a bit pants, this gig. 5 minutes before I went on, everybody just steamed in again. And it was, you know, like the last minute. So that was a relief. And it was really good. It sounded mint, and I sold a few CDs. They did all right. Do you want a CD now? You've got a CD.
I have got a CD. I love what you do, and I need you to keep sending stuff to the BBC Introducing uploader so that we can keep playing you on the radio as well.
Cheers.
What's the best way to follow Ryan Spenlove's progress?
Probably Facebook. I don't really do Twitter that much. Facebook or YouTube. There's all sorts on there.
Okay, well, we'll look out for it. Ryan Spenlove, thanks ever so much for coming
Thanks
on
for having us,
and
Alan.
playing
We
live
missed
for
you.
us. It's been brilliant. Yes, we missed you too.
Cheers.
We should have a hug when this is over.
We will.
Yeah, we don't want to do it on camera though; it'll just be wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, we love you very much, Ryan.
Thanks.
It was wonderful. Very good session. Brilliant stuff.
Cheers, everyone.
You're listening to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire on the radio. We're coming towards the end of the show, and you've been watching, I hope, on the live stream as well. And it's a bit too late to go to it now, if you were going to go to it. But if you did want to, we could give you one little extra treat if you wanted to. If you just go to our Facebook anyway, let us know what you thought of what we did this evening, because we want to do it again. We'd like to do more of this and develop it as we go along. So go on our Facebook, BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire. And if you click on the link that has got the Long Division logo, which is a nice yellow logo, if you click on that link, you'll be able to watch this live stream. But of course, if you're listening on the radio, you'll be well aware that the show is coming to an end. But what we're going to do is we're just going to carry on here, just to give that little extra bit on the live stream to the end of the next track, so you can just have a quick look at it. But for the radio, we're going to go. And we're going to be back next week, obviously, live on BBC Radio Leeds. We are there every week, 8 till 10, live on the radio every Saturday night. And you can tweet to us as well and let us know what's going on with your band. Send us your gigs, your local music news, and we will get it on the radio. BBC Intro WY on Twitter, BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire on the Facebook. So, I'm quite emotional. I've had such a good time. It's been such an amazing event. Very ambitious, but we've enjoyed it, and the bands have been brilliant. But we're going to have one last treat for those people who are watching on the stream, and that is going to be Kirsty White, because Kirsty White opened the show that you played at, Ryan, earlier. She opened the Westgate Chapel around about 12:45, and we were there with our cameras. So we're going to be playing that out for people now. And you'll be able to hear it on the radio to take us to the end of the show. Thank you for listening to BBC Introducing in West Yorkshire.